Well, well, well. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I hope everyone is healthy and well today. Welcome, all my new supporters. Now, this video really caught my attention. This title, should I say, this was highly, highly recommended. Thank you so much for all the recommendations. Let's just jump right into this. This is crazy. This is something big that's upcoming, and I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of nervous. You see how empty it is right there in the stands? Today we'll be reacting to the 5 biggest problems the 2026 World Cup could face. I mean, I could name more than 5 biggest problems, but I guess he's going to point out 5 major problems that really stand out. It's going to be a bad year for the US. This World Cup is going to be, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, because what if it turns out to be, fabulous? What if more people pop out than expected? I'm saying, though, the stand's definitely not going to be filled.
Take a look at this photo. It's from the quarterfinals of the 2025 Club World Cup at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep.
Chelsea are 1-0 up against Benfica. But there's something wrong. The players aren't playing. They're being forced to leave the pitch, and the tens of thousands of fans watching on are being asked to shelter inside the stadium. And this wasn't a one-off. It also happened here.
Oh, I thought they was telling the people they had to leave. I thought they were telling the players, y'all might as well just leave. Ain't no point of playing in front of this little bit of people. I thought he was about to say that. I promise you I was gonna lose my mind. I promise you I would have turned this video up, bro. I was gonna lose my mind.
Inside the stadium. And this wasn't a one-off. It also happened here, here, and here. In fact, it happened 6 times across the whole tournament. Over 7 hours of delays, all caused by one thing: violent storms. And it wasn't the only problem the tournament faced. Players warned about extreme heat, fatigue, and pitches that weren't ready for elite-level football. The reason this all matters? In just 7 months' time, the USA will be hosting the biggest sporting tournament on the planet, the Men's World Cup, alongside Mexico and Canada. So with more teams than ever before, over 6 million fans expected to attend, and billions more watching from home, all against a backdrop of political uncertainty, is North America really ready to host the beautiful game on its biggest stage?
No.
Because the 2025 Club World Cup...
Oh my gosh, just because the US is hosting it, I bet you Canada don't even tune in. Bro, we're not even talking about in person. We're talking about, over the television. They at home. I bet you they don't even watch because of what countries. They don't even want to give us views. Nothing. No type of nothing. They don't want to watch our commercials. Oh, man. I'm telling y'all, it's real deep. It's real deep. And a lot of people are going to find the littlest reasons now as to how they cannot support us. What else can we do? The World Cup, we're already not going to the World Cup. Dude, let's not watch it on the TV. Let's just not watch the World Cup. Bro. And this is what people probably doing. If I'm thinking about it, what you think other people thinking about? If I was able to just come up with that scenario, you don't think other people around the world that are literally experiencing the effects of our relationship right now, the toxicity, they are literally experiencing and taking part in it because they are literally pulling away, not traveling here and everything. You think they're going to feel some type of way? Want to take another stand and be like, now we're not supporting that. This is going to be bad, bro. This is going to be bad. And we surrounded by 2 countries we done targeted. So there's no telling if they going to tune in. There's no telling if Mexico really going to tune in. You know what I'm saying? This is something big. World Cup ruined? Question mark?
To host the beautiful game on its biggest stage. Because the 2025 Club World Cup was supposed to be the dress rehearsal, but it exposed major challenges. So let's take a look at the 5 biggest issues that could shape the 2026 World Cup. Okay, so let's lock in on an England fan. This is Charlie. Charlie is desperate to head to the States and watch a match. But before we get into the issues they could face on arrival, they need a ticket first. There were tickets.
Oh my. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about the issues. The people that want to travel from other countries and come watch the World Cup in person. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. Because I'm just so focused on the World Cup right now because that's the topic. Man, you got to make it through TSA first. You can't. People in Canada and Mexico, you got to make it past the border first. And that's not even funny to keep it 100, bro. It's really not. Because they lock the kids and everything. They don't care. Like, nobody want to go out there and spend all that money for a ticket. A hotel. You know, all this type of stuff you got planned. You call out of work and all that just to get detained. Imagine that, just to get detained. And when you go back home, there's a possibility they do things differently in your countries. So you may keep your job. They may understand, you know. But they definitely gonna fire you or let you go when you don't show up a few days later, or you know, when you're supposed to. Why? Because the U.S. got you detained. And you can't reach nobody but your lawyer, your attorney. That's the only person you're gonna want to talk to. That's that's so unfair. What is our world becoming? I can't even say the world. What is the United States becoming? I mean, I'm an American and I can't even make it out. Yeah. It's an issue for everyone, man. We can barely get in. You can barely get out. This is I don't know, man. And it really is scary. So now that's another reason why people not coming to watch the World Cup at all. Not because of where it's stationed. That's one reason. You can't even make it through the security of the borders. That's a second reason. Some of these countries got tariffs slapped on them, which really affected people as well, jobs and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know. You think they about to support? That's a third reason. We could just keep going and continuing, man. I'm so serious. Even like Americans, because to be 100, Americans, businesses and everything got affected when those people couldn't cross the borders and make it over here. Like, you know, the people that was supporting them, like from Canada, crossing the border to Buffalo, New York and everything, supporting people over there, upstate. Not anymore. And their businesses shut down and now they're struggling or they have to work a job and this and that and try to make ends meet. You think they about to support their country? They probably about to leave like a lot of other Americans are doing. It's really jacked up. Like, I'm gonna let the video play, man. I don't want to go on a rant no more, you know, but I'm gonna let this play out.
Charlie is desperate to head to the States and watch a match. But before we get into the issues they could face on arrival, they need a ticket first. There were ticket price estimates earlier this year, and they're not cheap. In theory, Charlie could be paying around $60 for a group stage ticket. But if Charlie wants to get to the final, the most expensive are fetching around $6,000. Compare that to the last World Cup in Qatar, where the most expensive seats for the final were around $1,600. But let's say Charlie misses out on a ticket and opts to buy through the official resale website. FIFA claims to compete with unofficial sites, resale tickets aren't capped. So these tickets could soar in cost, pricing ordinary fans out. Okay, let's say you've managed to get yourself a fairly reasonable ticket and you're off to the US. What's the catch? Well, let's find another football fan.
What's the catch?
This is Fahad. He's from Iran. It's his dream to watch his country at the World Cup, but Trump's crackdown on immigration means Fahad most likely won't make it if it's in the United States. Iran is on a travel ban list. There's been crackdown after crackdown on
Ain't that about a man? That's messed up. Imagine you ain't did nothing wrong and you just on a ban thing because the country you. Man, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up.
States. Iran is on a travel ban list. There's been crackdown after crackdown on immigration since Trump took power again, and a tightening of travel restrictions.
FIFA has repeatedly promised that the world is welcome in America, in the United States. But without clear, forceful advocacy and action from FIFA, those words ring hollow. FIFA must use its influence to call on the US government to uphold human rights, end discriminatory travel bans, and stop immigration enforcement actions that target communities where matches will take place in particular.
Real talk, because just like I was about to say, if I was FIFA, we got an issue now. You're slowing my money down, man. You're playing with my money. You know what I'm saying? You're playing with my money. We're not doing none of that. You better cut that little travel ban. You better accept these people for the World Cup specifically. I don't care if you got to monitor them and send them back home right after. You better let them come to this World Cup. Because this is where we holding our event in your country. This is supposed to help you out despite what you got going on, you know? As a country. This may help or may not. We don't know. But hey, it's in the U.S. You better let these people come through. Or this will be another reason. This will be another reason. You better give them no issues. For real, for real.
Immigration enforcement actions that target communities where matches will take place in particular.
Earlier this year, Trump enforced a travel ban on 12 countries and restricted travel to the States on 7 others. Now, the Trump administration have announced a FIFA pass so that ticket holders can jump the line for visa interviews, but still, it's not certain.
Your ticket is not a visa. It doesn't guarantee admission to the U.S. It guarantees you an expedited appointment. You're still going to go through the same vetting. We're going to do the same vetting as anybody else would get. The only difference here is we're moving them up in the queue.
So how tricky
I don't even want to come at that point.
this gets?
So there are some instructions on
like it's college or something. What are you talking about? Man, just pending or something like that. What do you... It's queued. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing.
Up in the queue.
So how tricky could this get?
So there are some instructions on the Department of State website, but as yet, there is no actual FIFA pass appointment system. This will not in any way guarantee that the individuals are getting visas, just to be very clear. If they're subject to the travel ban, they're still going to be subject to the travel ban. If they are not eligible for a visa for whatever reason, this isn't going to change it, but it will get them an appointment earlier than what may be available. And they did say when the first travel ban came out that they might add additional countries, so it is possible that more countries will be added.
But there's another issue you may not have expected. How are you going to get everyone to the stadiums with the system the way it is? That's the reality for some host cities. Take Arlington, Texas. The venue is scheduled to host multiple matches, but Arlington is one of the largest US cities without a fixed public transport system, with the concern being both fans and locals will be met with traffic and delays. And in Philadelphia, their transportation authority are facing major cuts, which could see almost a 45% cut in services and a 9 p.m. rail curfew. Philly is expected to host 6 matches. Overall, 6.5 million people are expected to attend the World Cup. But can the infrastructure keep up? During the process of selecting host countries for the Men's World Cup, FIFA consider the infrastructure during the bidding process, but that hasn't stopped concern.
On the whole, I think we're relatively prepared in some of the major cities. I give us sort of a, B- if you were to give it a grade. I think there are definitely going to be some hiccups for sure, and people disappointed by the transportation systems. And frankly, it's just, it's due to decades of underinvestment in our public transport.
And what about if the host cities in the US change entirely? It's still possible. There's a political twist that could disrupt these matches completely. And it leads us back to Trump. Although FIFA are responsible for selecting the host cities, the president has threatened to move some of the matches, citing specifically cities run by Democrats.
Any city we think is going to be even a little bit dangerous for the World Cup or for the Olympics, where they have Olympic overthrow, right? But for the World Cup in particular, because they're playing in so many cities, we won't allow it to go we'll move it around a little bit.
Trump claims he fears cities like Seattle and San Francisco are dangerous and wants to ensure safety, but with just months to go before the games kick off, that would be a logistical
Out of all the states, out of I'm lost for words.
Ensure safety, but with just months to go before the games kick off, that would be a logistical nightmare. And finally, there's one problem we really can't predict. Remember those matches we told you about earlier? Well, there's a very real possibility that could happen again. A report earlier this year found that 14 of the 16 World Cup stadiums planned to be used next year exceed what was described as safe play thresholds for at least 3 major climate hazards. That includes extreme heat, unplayable rainfall, and flooding. Weather is a...
Why is it like this every time? Why is it like this every time it's a World Cup? You know,
a very real problem for players and fans, especially the heat. The last time a World Cup was hosted in the States was in 1994. It was one of the hottest World Cups on record, where temperatures during one match reached over 40 degrees. Those types of temperatures can lead to very real consequences on the pitch, with players suffering from heat exhaustion as a result and needing constant water breaks. Things will become clearer when
you can't even really hydrate yourself like how you want to as an athlete. Man, I feel bad for them. They couldn't really swallow the water. Like, imagine how hot it is. Or I'll be pouring so much water over my head. Man, that's horrible. That's horrible, man.
Exhaustion as a result and needing constant water breaks. Things will become clearer when kickoff times and locations are confirmed, as FIFA do factor in weather conditions to reduce the risk to players in these climates. Breaks are also considered during the first and second halves, where it's assessed it's needed. When we spoke to FIFA, they told us,
FIFA can confirm ring-fenced allocations are being set aside for specific fan categories at a fixed price for the next ticket sales phase. Participating member associations will be allocated 8% of the tickets for each match in which they take part. FIFA resale fees are aligned with North American industry trends, and the revenue FIFA generates from the World Cup is reinvested to fuel the growth of the game. We are focused on ensuring fair access for existing but also prospective fans.
Now look, we're not explaining all this to kill the mood, but millions of fans, thousands of players and billions of viewers are about to turn their eyes to North America. And when they arrive, they won't just watch the football, they'll be watching how the continent handles everything off the pitch too.
We are screwed. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And this is something I was really looking forward to months ago. And when all this, all this drama and chaos, sparked, it just really turned me off because I already knew how the World Cup was going to be now. It's not going to be the same. And by the time these fans are able to get into the stadiums, they're going to be exhausted, overwhelmed, because the whole process it took just to be able to come, they might just watch it on TV at this point, like, man, we'll see it another year in another country. You know what I'm saying? Please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. How do you feel about this? And are you, your spouse, friends, family, are you guys going to see the World Cup in person in the U.S.? Are you actually coming to the U.S.? Or no, not even the World Cup will make you come to the U.S. at all. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions. Include some other things going on, pertaining to this topic right here in the comments that may have not been included. Once again, shout out to ITV News. Original video link will be down below in the description. Follow my Kick down below in the description so you don't miss out on any of the live streams. Kick is more for us, baby, so we're going to be live over there streaming. But I will forever be posting YouTube videos over here. You know what I'm saying? I will forever be a YouTuber, guys. Posting YouTube videos and reacting to videos on stream and post them on YouTube. This our thing, man. But if you want to watch the live streams, see me over there on Kick in the description down below. It's just better for us. I love you all so much. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.